Fam over.
Yeah. What's good? What's good? This your boy Thou, FamOverTV. I appreciate everybody tapping into the channel, showing love, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing, stopping by, whatever you're doing. I appreciate it. These videos are for entertainment purposes only. Viewer discretion is always advised. Salute to everybody out there on this good Monday. Hope everybody feeling good, good energy around, man. Good love around. We got some good content to check out today. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Salute to everybody that's in the building already. Felicia, thank you for that super chat off the dribble. Thank you so much. Buddha, DJ, Redcap, COD, Jeanette. Say you waiting for your hoodie. Did you order? If you ordered, it should be coming soon. It should be coming soon for sure. Thank you so much for the support too. Appreciate it. Got some good content to check out, y'all. What is going on? What is going on? The shutdown is causing all type of problems, airport problems, everything. How y'all feeling out there? ATX Dennis. He said some would have lied today. Man. We're going to get it going in a second. We're going to wait for a few people to fall in, then we'll get started, y'all. We will get started. Let me get my Twitch and my Kick up and running. Let me get the Twitch and the Kick going. There we go. August was good. Stacy. Lazy days. What up, fam? Salute to everybody, man. It's good seeing everybody. Micah was good. Wait for a few people to fall in, then we'll get started. Bang Boogie, what up, fam? Man, there's always something going on. Every day is crazy stuff going on, man. We got some good videos to look at today. Every day is something, man. I swear. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Every day. Well, we got a few people in here, man. We might as well go ahead and get it rolling. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Salute to everybody. Let's go ahead and get it going. Andrew, what's good? Jerry, GLC, what's popping?
Nearly a week after powerful Hurricane Melissa's landfall, the full picture of the effect the Category 5 storm had on Jamaica is still emerging. The official death toll has risen to 28, but because workers have yet to reach some of the hardest hit communities, officials expect that number to go up. Search and rescue teams from Virginia and California have spread out across the island to hunt for victims and deliver supplies.
All right, guys, come with me to see what Hurricane Melissa did to my...
I ain't heard from my boy Supreme. I hope Supreme all good over there in Jamaica, man. Much love and prayers to Supreme over there, man. I hope you all good. I ain't heard from him.
home. So let's start with the backyard and my room. You see me? So yeah. So now when I left in our house, guys, every window blew out. I wanna blow out only like the middle piece, the middle jam left there. You see me? My roof gone and my room, everything completely gone. This is the living room. So we managed to push majority of the stuff in the living room. So when the Solitex fell down on them, that's what saved majority of the stuff, like the water and damage or wet them up. You see me? So come, we have some dry clothes, we have some dry sheet, we have some dry something. You see me? Because we pushed them in here. So yeah, so let's look in the middle room, the front room, and the bathroom. So this is the middle room. Everything cave in, every bed wet, every bed frame, every dresser mash up, Wi-Fi box gone. This is the bathroom. Every old residue in the roof, leak down the walls. That's the muck you're seeing. This is the front room. Everything cave in, everything wrecking here. So no window, no door, everything get fucked. Sorry, my French. And the veranda part of the house in a cave in, so we still have a little Solitex there. We keep up. This is my front yard, or what is left of my front yard. Yeah, we'll put out what we can put out if we feel like we want to wash them, because boy, they weren't enough. That's my goat Roxy. You know how she living in net broke. How she living, guys? Got up on her side now, my dear. Yeah. So I'm gonna walk, go up a little bit further and see if I can give you like an outside preview of the house, or what is left of my house. My dear. Guys, no people don't live nowhere. So downstairs is a next little decked part, because we go upstairs. So
Low key, that's sad, man. Damn. That's sad to lose everything like that. And then I don't know how things work over there as far as insurance, but just to be in that position, like during this time, even if it is like insurance and everything, or like I'm sure they're not gonna get like money instantly to rebuild. And then if you gotta rebuild, you still, that's time away from, like, you're away from your home and everything. So that's very sad, man. I hate to see this shit, man.
that's where we are sleeping, or you see me? We're taking like 4 people because them homeless completely. So that's the house, guys, and what is left of it. Get me, I didn't even want to show them a full coop them or whatever, because nothing is left of that. You get me? I want church over there, say no. Church flat. So yeah. My dear. Oh God.
Are Democrats prepared to keep the government closed through Thanksgiving if it comes to that?
The question is, why are Republicans continuing to keep the government shut down? They have the House, the Senate, and the presidency. Donald Trump just made clear over the weekend.
I'm so tired of these motherfucking politicians and everything. They both blaming it on each other. Yeah. Well, is the Republicans gonna? Well, is the Democrats go? Like, it don't matter. Both of them on bullshit. Regardless, it ain't nobody being affected but the people. It's crazy, man. Angela the Dow, the boss lady in the building. Diane was good. Solo.
Repeatedly that Republicans have the ability to reopen this government. They don't want to do it because they'd rather continue to gut the health care of the American people. And here are some questions that need to be asked. Why have House Republicans remained on a taxpayer-funded vacation for the last 6 weeks? They keep canceling votes. They've canceled votes for next week. Of course, they are unserious as it relates to reopening the government. Why has Donald Trump spent more time on the golf course, including this weekend, than he has in talking to Democrats on Capitol Hill who represent half of the country? It's because apparently Donald Trump is uninterested in reopening the government. He doesn't want to stand up for hardworking federal employees. They fired more than 200,000 federal employees prior to them shutting the government down on October 1st. And why are Republicans so unwilling to even sit down and have a conversation with their Democratic colleagues on Capitol Hill in order to find a bipartisan path forward? It's because they are trying to inflict this cruelty on the American people. And Jake, this is a group of folks who passed their one big ugly bill, largest cut to Medicaid in American history. At the same time, they cut $186 billion from SNAP, literally ripped food out of the mouths of hungry children, seniors, and veterans. They did this in July, and that was done so they could reward their billionaire donors with massive tax breaks that they made permanent. And now they're unwilling to extend tax credits for working class Americans.
So you alluded...
It's all unacceptable, and it's obviously part of their plan.
Hey, with this government shutdown, I do wonder, are these politicians still getting paid? Are they still getting a check? Because should nobody be getting paid? But I'm sure they probably getting paid. I'm not sure, but I'm sure like they doing something for they all right. I guarantee they ain't in no crisis. That's crazy. Vesta Angels. Tomorrow is good. Red Cap. Rah rah. Planet Matt.
So you...
I'm not going to do it by extortion. I'm not going to do it by being extorted by the Democrats who have lost their way. There's something wrong with these people.
So then what happens on November 15th when the troops don't get a paycheck?
Schumer is a basket case, and he has nothing to lose. He's become, I just left Japan, he's become a kamikaze pilot.
Sounds like it's not going to get solved, the shutdown.
It's going to get solved, yeah. Oh, it's going to get solved.
How?
We'll get it solved. Eventually, they're going to have to vote.
You're saying the Democrats will capitulate?
I think they have to. And if they don't vote, that's their problem. Now, I happen to agree with something else. I think we should do the nuclear option. This is a totally different nuclear, by the way. It's called ending the filibuster.
Okay, so quick snap update. The Department of Agriculture has said that it's going to allocate $4 billion to SNAP. So you will be receiving November benefits, but they're going to be reduced at 50%. They said it for everyone to get their full amount, you would need $9 billion. So they're only allocating $4 billion. Now, they do not have a timeline. They said weeks up to months, because whatever program they need to change the amounts that everybody gets, not every state is equipped for it. So some states may get it sooner than others. If I have more info, or if you want to know anything specific, put it in the comments and I will research and I will post videos on it. I hope that helps. And for all the nasty comments, just because you see me talking about SNAP benefits, giving people food pantry resources, it doesn't mean that I'm on it. And I am okay to help other people, even though I'm not engaged. Someone wrote in the comments, don't worry, you're going to get your handout. As you can see, I'm at the train station. I'm coming home from work to go to my second shift that only pays me with love, okay? My 2 boys. And while I have never needed government assistance, I cannot predict the future. I am a single mom, 1 income, 2 boys. I am a widow, so there's no other resource for money. So I don't know where I'll be in 5 years. I don't know if something will happen to me. So I am willing to help out other people.
So if this shutdown continues, when does it become an emergency in terms of passenger safety and the safety of those who are trying to, for example, get home for Thanksgiving in a few weeks?
Well, does it become a flight emergency, a safety issue? No, we will stop traffic. So we're not going to let that happen. I think the real consequence is what kind of rolling delays do you have throughout the system, right? We've seen problems at LA, in Dallas, in DC, Boston, Atlanta. And so I think it's only going to get worse. Now, we have controllers who, some of them are new controllers. We have trainee controllers who are very helpful in the tower. They don't make a lot of money. And they're now confronted. They haven't had a paycheck for over a month. They're confronted with a decision. Do I put food on my kid's table? Do I put gas in the car? Do I pay my rent? Or do I go to work and not get paid? And they're making decisions. I've encouraged them all to come to work. I want them to come to work. But they're making life decisions that they shouldn't have to make. Let's open the government up. Let's pay these people, these young controllers. Margaret, it's really important. I think you've covered this. We don't have the best equipment in our towers and centers for air traffic control, but we have the safest airspace. We have the most efficient airspace because we have the best controllers in the world that work our skies and keep our people safe. They deserve a paycheck.
This week, at the end of this week, air traffic controllers are going to get a pay stub email that's going to tell them how much they're going to be paid next week. And that's going to be zero. And the clear point from the controllers that I've spoke with said, listen, a lot of them can deal with missing 1 paycheck, but a lot can't. But many of them can. None of them can miss 2 paychecks. They all start, their home finances fall apart. and they're all going to have to look at taking second jobs or quitting and getting into another line of work. And the consequence of that is very real for our air system. We are 2,000 to 3,000 air traffic controllers short. I'm trying to put more air traffic controllers into the system, and what this is doing is making it more challenging and actually taking controllers out of the system. So I think this has long-term impacts beyond when Democrats decide when, their little temper tantrum is over and they decide to open up the government.
Man, that's crazy. I've been hearing about the airports. They said the airport's been crazy. They said basically like they ain't even checking people's bags really no more or nothing like that. They say you can get right through, but they said the lines is crazy. Some of these places is backed up. Some of them and canceled flights. Like it's crazy. I think today was like the day that a lot of air control traffickers, like they just, I guess, it was like, man, we ain't going to work no more unless y'all figure this shit out. So it's getting crazy out here.
Today is the first day air traffic controllers stopped getting paid. And this could hit your airport quickly. So to be prepared, if you have a flight, Google FAA flight delays. It'll take you to this page here, the National.
Hey guys, it seems to be happening to me. I'm here in Fort Lauderdale and things are going crazy. Like people are just stuck. And I'm hoping I'm not stuck, but I'm gonna find out. I'm headed to the ticket counter now to make sure that my flight is going to take off. But what they're saying is air traffic controllers aren't showing up. And what I've been hearing is they ain't getting paid. So they out driving Uber. And literally it's a bunch of people outside waiting on Uber. So I'm guessing they found their way to the money. But whoa, I've never seen so many displaced people. Period. This is nuts. I'm just hoping, like God, I'm gonna be able to get home because I do not want to be in the airport all night. And I don't know nobody. Oh, I do know somebody in Florida. Matter of fact, I'm calling my cousin Daniel. Yeah, we gonna kick it. We finna have a cousins night if I get stuck. So, yeah, but I'm just keeping y'all abreast of what's going on. Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Panic and pandemonium. Later.
Climate is a super important problem. There's enough innovation here to avoid super bad outcomes. We won't achieve our best goal, the 1.5 or even the 2 degrees. And as we go about trying to minimize that, we have to frame it in terms of overall human welfare, not just everything should be solely for climate.
How much of your own view is a function of just contextually what's happening in the world versus what I think you've thought for a long time about the climate?
Well, if the aid budgets to poor countries were continuing to go up the way they did over the last 25 years, then the trade-offs between climate action and saving children's lives wouldn't be as acute as it is now that these budgets are going down, and going down quite a bit. And so the plea here is to say, okay, let's take that very limited money and not have some partitioned off for particular causes. Let's measure it all in terms of the human welfare. How do you help those countries?
Man, there's so much shit going on. So many distractions. So much. I seen somebody in the chat said the shutdown might be they might be shut down for them to do other kind of crazy stuff to, like, you know what I'm saying, do things under the table. And they only can do it when the government is shut down or something. So that might be a case too. That might be what's going on. I don't know. It's weird, super weird out here, especially super weird when we got Billy G out here talking, like, softening the climate disaster approach and everything when they was going so hard on climate change and everything. So I don't know, man. It's like it's coming from all different angles, y'all. A lot of crazy shit. For real. DJ, what up? Trap 30, what up? Shoes, what's good? Let's keep it going. Hit that like button, y'all. Keep the algorithm jumping. This shit crazy out here.
The U.S. Army last week announced the Janus program, which is where they're going to deploy small nuclear power plants, at first at a U.S. base and then rolling it out to forward operating bases where it can replace diesel-fired electrical generators and in principle even be used to make synthetic fuels on site. The diesel supply chain in war zones is this hugely dangerous thing where it's half of the cargo we ship around war zones. So the question now will be if the backing from the Army and the Army as a first customer can help the small modular reactor industry get off the ground. For CNN, well, that's me.
So y'all don't think we live in a simulation? Have y'all seen this yet, y'all? So why is this the first time they are going to the moon?
I want to bridge. This is going to be an odd answer. It might land wrong, but I'm going to try anyway. This is the first time we're going to send humans to the moon, and we're going to have humans in low Earth orbit. That is awesome. Like, we should, as humanity, we should take a brief moment to go, that's awesome.
As humanity, we all should take a brief moment to come together and say, wow, that is awesome. So what have y'all been doing all this time with our money and everything like this? It's not like we actually believed y'all, but like, where's our money?
I'd go to the moon in a nanosecond. The problem is we don't have the technology to do that anymore. We used to, but we destroyed that technology, and it's a painful process to build it back again.
Hey, I just seen the thing where NASA responded to Kim K, because Kim K said she don't believe we went to the moon. She believed it was fake. You know what I'm saying? And they wrote her, you know, they tweeted her back and was like, no, we did go to the moon. We was the first ones. We beat everybody. And then they said, actually, we've been up there 6 times. But I find it quite funny, like hearing this type of stuff and everything. Even that dude was like, yeah, we don't have the technology to go. And then the other people was like, yeah, this would be the first time humans are going to the moon and all this. So, like, why is it so much bullshit?
But going to Mars should be one of the next series of steps that humans do. The first step should be going back to the moon for a number of technical reasons and exploration reasons, and then
that is former NASA astronaut Don Pettit literally telling you guys that they destroyed the technology to go back to the moon a long time ago. So what has been happening between a long time ago and right now when they're telling you they're finally about to send human beings to space? Y'all gonna find out what your reality really is, y'all. The shift is here. Let's continue.
Victor, Christina, Jeremy, we're going to the moon.
Hey, you guys.
That's crazy work right there.
I just want to
Cover-ups and everything that be going on. Right. Riley said, stop playing with me. For real.
show you what the clouds look like. Don't they look weird? What in the world? Are we going to be raptured?
Man, oh
If
my
so, can it
God.
happen right now? I remember before going to church, I should have videoed it, but the clouds back at home, they looked weird. What is going on? Like, if this is Jesus' sign right here, it is very big and very weird shape. I actually like it. It reminds me of when I did abstract art. It kind of looks like an abstract art. Yeah. Just wanted to show you guys real quick.
It looked kind of crazy, but like y'all, I mean, that looked kind of normal to me. That's how the skies always be looking to me. So I don't know. It's crazy though. Truth Lady was good.
Uh-huh. It sure did.
Record! It's a shooting star!
Yo! Damn, was that a shooting star? Yeah. Some. I don't know what it was, but it was something.
It get dark early too now.
Uh-huh. It sure did.
Record! It's a shooting star!
What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that?
Oh, like we're not moving?
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, that dude look like the cloak little UFO in the clouds or something. That's crazy right there.
too big to be a bag.
Bag or bat cannot be. It's too big.
Slow.
Aliens.
Definitely. Should we call someone?
Maybe some balloon or something.
Okay, balloons. They have a form of a balloon.
That's it. You saw aliens.
Not all the balloons have like.
GNS was good.
Yes, Nestali.
They disappeared.
Because they are going to up.
But why don't we see?
I can still see a little bit. They're going more up and they will disappear.
Where?
I see them no more.
Crazy work.
Eto. Vidjela si na zemaljci sa strikom. Evo I to ti je priredio.
Hey, come here. Look at this huge freaking square.
That look crazy too.
Slow down, take it easy. This video is for deep thinkers only. Of course, there's going to be some kind of a scientific explanation to this that somebody figured out because they're so smart. But why does it get colder the closer you get to the sun or the further away you get from the sun? It's always getting colder. The further you go up in the atmosphere, the colder it gets. Until you get in space, which is basically like 200 below zero or something like that, something crazy. The further you go down in the ocean where they say the magma is and the core is made of lava, everything is so hot. Why isn't the oceans boiling? You get the exact opposite. You get freezing temperatures once again. But of course, you know, I'm ready for the backlash, the scientific gurus to come on here and talk crazy because you devoted your life to finding out stuff that really nobody cared about. And you think that you're right because you read a scientific book or your favorite scientific expert says something and you just believe it because their face is labeled to it.
If we can't touch the sun or even get close to it, who measured it? Who went out there with a thermostat and came back looking like Two-Face?
Oh my God.
DARPA is something most Americans have never heard of. It's the biggest collection of geniuses anywhere in government. These are the guys that are creating not the next generation of technology, but 3 generations from now. If there are flying saucers and they're not little green men from outer space, DARPA made them. Seriously. This always struck me as very funny. DARPA's work is so classified that one DARPA scientist sitting next to another DARPA scientist has no idea what the other guy's working on. It's too highly classified. I mean, even at the CIA, we weren't cleared.
Not even at your position?
I had to get a Q clearance once because I had to go to the Department of Energy to talk about a nuclear issue. Nobody liked the fact that I had the clearance, and I ended up having the clearance just for 1 day, and then they revoked it. But that's how DARPA is too. And this is another thing that always struck me as funny. There's a DARPA website, and they have pictures of scientists like, you know, working together all in bliss. These are just generic pictures of random people you pull off the internet. These aren't DARPA people that are the pictures. You can't show the DARPA people. They're too highly cleared.
High in Alaska,
That's
a remote
crazy.
facility.
Ain't no telling what they be working on, what they be doing. Shit so highly classified and everything. That's how you know they doing something.
hums with quiet energy. HAARP. Built for studying the ionosphere, it can heat charged particles 200 miles above the Earth. Officially, it's for communication and weather research. Unofficially, it's inspired decades of questions. Could manipulating frequencies affect climate, radio, or even mood? Scientists call it harmless. But the U.S. Air Force once classified portions of its data. HAARP isn't proof of control. It's proof that science can reach the sky. And sometimes no one tells us what it found there. Follow for more truths they never taught us.
This electronics technician, second class Isaac Rose speaking.
This right here is a little scene from the new series. It's called The Last Frontier. It's good. It's based in Alaska. And I guess this dude right here, he was trying to destroy the HAARP machine. And he was talking about the HAARP machine, you know, the weather manipulation machine, whatever. But y'all know how they be putting it right in front of our face in movies and series and TV shows and stuff like that. Crazy work. Y'all gotta check that out. The Last Frontier is a good show. Anthony was good. Baby Cakes. Richie Banks. Salute to everybody, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Keep the algorithm jumping, y'all. A lot of crazy stuff going on out here. Yeah, HAARP is definitely how they be controlling the weather. Allegedly. Entertainment purposes only. Let me say that before they get to tripping. But let's keep it going. You said my Cowboy, yeah, I don't know what's going on with my Cowboys, man. They looking rough.
We're continuing to uncover an era of human experiments with author of the Plutonium Files, Eileen Wellsome. She's the Pulitzer Prize-winning journalist who stumbled upon a footnote that cracked open a dark secret. The U.S. government experimented on at least 18 Americans without their consent, injecting them with radioactive plutonium. Some of them simply trying to get their bones set after a car accident or trying to get help after being injured on the job. Instead, turned into human test subjects.
What?
And now she's talking about the aftermath of publishing that bombshell report and how it opened the floodgates to the discovery of egregious human experimentation at the hands of the government. From children, some of them orphans, fed radioactive oatmeal in Massachusetts, to pregnant women given radioactive cocktails at top hospitals in Tennessee and California. And now horrifying tests in Cincinnati, with at least 88 patients given massive doses of radiation, some of them dying within days, revealed in a brand new episode of my podcast, The Truth of the Matter. Here's part of our brand new conversation detailing the effects of this horrific human experimentation.
Man, that's a fucking lawsuit. And then all this coming out now. It's like it's like all this shit coming out. I don't know what's the big distraction, or if it's a distraction or what, but it's crazy how all this type of stuff is coming out now and everything. So they experimenting on people. People getting in car accidents, think they going to the hospital to get worked on. They getting experimented on. They trying new medicines, trying shit on them, injecting them, ain't even telling them and everything. So they need to be paying some families or something, man. That shit ain't right.
It was a really, really terrible experiment. These were about 80 to 90 people living in Cincinnati, mostly African American, mostly poor.
It's crazy because I was just finna say that, and you know they was probably our color. You know they was testing us like a motherfucker. They're dropping test and experiment on us like it ain't nothing, and sweep it under the rug. Ain't nobody get compensated for this shit.
Who were given whole body irradiation in the basement of Cincinnati General Hospital. Many of them had, most of them, I should say, had cancer, but many of them had cancers that were not advanced. In other words, they were working, they were walking, they were, baking cakes, living their lives, and they were given this irradiation, and they died within 2 or 3 weeks from radiation exposure. And this experiment was funded by the military. And because military, remember, they thought they were going to fight. The next war was going to be on a battlefield. They were going to be soldiers exposed to a bomb that went off 300 yards from them. And so they needed to know, when is nausea going to set in? When are they going to get disoriented? Are they going to be able to use their weapons? How far are they going to get?
Tell me about what those passings from radiation exposure looked like.
Their deaths? Oh my God. They were in great pain. They had to go back into the hospital. They vomited they vomited constantly. They basically had the initial stages of radiation sickness. And during or I shouldn't say the initial stages, I should say the advanced stages of radiation sickness, much like the victims of Hiroshima or Nagasaki had. And their bone marrow basically disappeared. which subjected them to infection should they live long enough. They basically developed toxic shock syndrome and they died. They went into comas and died. This was a really brutal experiment.
For her to even come out and talk about that and bring that to the light of everybody and just spread that information, she better be careful. For real. She better be careful. You know, they got a way of shutting people up. Like, man, why are you talking about this? Why are you bringing this shit back up? They might try to bring some lawsuits. We need to shut your mouth. For real. Christy, what's good? This shit crazy, man. That's so wild right there. And like I seen somebody in the chat that said they still doing it. Yeah, they still experimenting on people. You better believe it. You better believe they doing it. You got to be careful, man. You fuck around, go to the hospital, anything for something and everything. Next thing you know, they done gave you the motherfucking the jab. Like, yeah, we gave you the jab while you was asleep, while you was under the medicine, sedated. We gave you the jab because it's gonna protect you from that. Makeups come with some good wordage, come with some good words, and you like what? Like, yeah, we went on and gave it to you.
To listen to more of that conversation, check out the Truth of the Matter podcast. You can scan the QR code on your screen with your phone right now or find it on News Nation's YouTube page. It was just posted today. Listen wherever you get your podcasts.
Explain this to me, y'all. How is it raining in one spot? This video was taken by a few ladies who were going out on a night in a town in Philadelphia, and they noticed that it's not raining nowhere else but in this specific spot, y'all. And it gets even more bigger, like more water, more rain starts falling down. This is crazy. Let me know how is this possible?
Yo, it's raining in one spot. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. It's nothing in the air. Is it really? No.
Man, that's crazy right there. Like that. See, low key though, that be happening out here in Vegas. Like it'd be, but it don't be that small. Like that little small area like that. It'd be like a nice little, might be for like a little block or something. It might be raining just in this one spot, and everything else around is just sunshine and everything. It's like, it's weird. I done seen it with my own eyes. I don't know what be going on. I guess I guess they didn't let one of the cloud seeding. One of the clouds, just one cloud got away, and then it just started raining right under that cloud or something. I don't know.
Yo, look, it's literally raining in one spot. Look. Well, let me go stand under it. There's no rain. Nowhere else but right here.
And then did y'all notice how the rain expanded? They got everybody looking because it's so strange, y'all. But the rain expanded. It started small. Now look at that. Now it's in the middle of the road. Y'all remember it started right by the car. Now it's in the middle of the road. What is this? The Matrix is glitching, y'all. This is in Philadelphia.
This part is
You see how now more water's falling? Look at that. Look at that. It's really raining now in one spot. That's crazy. Simulation breaking down, man. The waters above merging with the waters below, y'all. The shit is here. Let's continue to get it. Peace in.
China's economy is facing a new threat. In most countries, governments complain when prices are too high. But in China, the government's angry that prices are too low. This has come about due to a phenomenon called involution. Companies are cutting prices to gain market share. That's forcing everyone else to do the same. As a result, profits have plummeted.
They salty because they got everything so damn cheap in China. That's why everybody order everything from China. Like, shit, we can get it from China for the low. They the plug. Now it's backfiring on them.
No one's market share is any higher. This fight for survival has gone beyond normal market competition. That's because many of the firms have been nurtured by China's local governments. Industries like solar panels and lithium batteries have become world-leading. But this has resulted in an oversupply of these goods and not enough customers to meet the demand. One example is the car industry. There are now 130 domestic car companies battling for sales. Discounts are so steep that you can buy this electric car, the BYD Seagull, for less than $8,000. That might sound like a great deal, but households should think twice before being too happy about cheap prices. As profits have come down, wage growth has stalled, and employment looks weak. China has been here before. A decade ago, it also suffered another long spell of falling industrial prices. Back then, the government cut capacity in industries like steel and coal to limit production. It was a crude measure, but effective. Prices rose and profit margins increased. But this time around, involution is more widespread. The companies involved are often privately owned, so the government has less control over them. They also operate in high-tech sectors with shiny new facilities, not like the dirty, outmoded plants that the government shut down last time. An alternative response to involution is just to flood foreign markets with goods. But trading partners are pushing back. Ultimately, the best response to falling prices is to boost demand, not to curb supply. China's leader, Xi Jinping, is wedded to his vision of China as a manufacturing powerhouse. Even if customers are hard to find, manufacturing is a big part of China's economy, and he doesn't want it getting any smaller. If that's the case, Mr. Xi won't solve involution without a bit of introspection.
We underestimated China's ability to accelerate their indigenous technology industry. They manufacture now millions of AI chips. It is very clear now there doesn't rely on American technology. It's also common sense. China, with all of their local capabilities and their local chips, wouldn't rely on American technology and American software. I think that's all. It makes perfect sense.
Our technology is well ahead of what people know. Because where I was, right place, right time, I saw some of that.
You occasionally still work at Area 51, right?
We call it the test site or the test range. Area 51 is just one component of that entire huge sprawling compound. During that time, a green orb type object had flown over, and that was where the weird shit started.
Hey, Christy. Hey, salute to Christy in the chat. Yeah, I seen that, Christy. Hey, for real, I seen that. Trizzy be tripping, but Trizzy said that's where it's coming from. Trizzy said the fent coming from China. That's what he said. I don't know.
We moved on down another hallway and it had a marking on the wall and said off-world technology.
That's insane.
Metallic basketball-sized sphere. Looked like it was just levitating above the podium. It looked unnatural. I'm looking at it and it almost looked like a mirage type of effect. And above that display screen were these hieroglyphic symbols that I started to see appear. This is encoded in something deeper.
Way deep.
Man. We got an AI robot teacher over there. Man. You know it's a matter of time for it to get over here. Oh my God. Just imagine that. Just imagine that. Salute, y'all. Salute, man. It's crazy, man. It's a lot going on, y'all. A lot going on, man. But we got to stay on way. Keep that good energy around. Keep that love around. Keep vibrating those high frequencies. In the end, somehow we will win, y'all, with all this crazy stuff going on. I appreciate y'all. I know it's a little short stream today, but just wanted to come in and tap in with y'all, man. Salute to my content, my management, moderators, everybody. I appreciate everybody in the chat. Appreciate the super chats and everything, y'all. Tomorrow, my B-Day. We will be streaming. Y'all tap in with me. Show some love. I appreciate all y'all, man. Stay on wave, y'all. Stay positive with all this crazy stuff going on. It's your boy, Thao. FamOverTV. Peace and love, health and wealth to everybody. I'll see y'all soon. Peace.
Fam over.